Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and check it out. I've got the Not Too Shabby box of the month and I'm so excited to show you what all comes this month. And I did take everything out already just to make it a little bit easier to show. So I've got everything here and I'll go through the papers first because I feel like that's going to really give you a good sense for the theme this month. So as per usual, you get two 6x6 paper pads and they each come with coordinating ephemera. These are pre-colored, pre-die cut for you, and it's a very generous supply, so really lovely. And then there's also a sample strip of glitter enamel dots. This one happens to go beautifully with the tea and honey paper pad. So there's going to be 24 sheets of double-sided pattern paper here. And so you'll see here 24 designs. So that doesn't mean that you only get one of each sheet because remember they are double-sided. So for each of the 24 designs, you'll actually have two sheets that you can use that same pattern. So you'll see this again as I flip through. So I love this paper pad because check it out. We have this really lovely, like a very small polka dot pattern, which I feel like this paper pad is, you're kind of getting a little bit of a 2-for-1. You're getting a really nice basic pattern along with very lovely themed pattern paper. So it's really lovely to have these basics, especially since, you know, if you pick this up for the specific theme of it and maybe you've completed the projects you had in mind with that theme, then you're still going to have some really lovely basics on the back side, because on the back side of every, you know, highly thematic paper is a polka dot, which is very easy to use for any occasion all year long. The other thing I really love about this particular paper pad is that look how strong and bold these colors are, but just a couple of sheets back, look how soft and pastel these are. So this has a very broad range of color, which I really love. And it's the same with the graphical patterns too. So here we're starting to repeat because this was the very first design. See? So you are going to get two of each. So that means that if you wanted to use every single pattern here, you definitely could. You don't necessarily have to choose between one or the other. So lots of variety, lots of choices, and everything is just gorgeous. So really love everything here. I love the color. The whole spectrum is really well covered because you have some really bold, strong colors, kind of dark, and then you've got some really nice mid-tone colors like maybe these ones are pretty strong. This is maybe a good mid-tone, and then you've got some really light colors like this one. So it's really great. It's very well put together. So good job, Teresa. I love this paper pad. Teresa puts together these paper pads with their ephemera packs, and she just outdoes herself every single month. I don't know how she does it. So our second 6x6 paper pad is Serene Escape, and of course, it does also come with its own matching ephemera pack. And I think Jamie normally does show you in her unboxing videos all of the ephemera. She takes it out. I like for that to be a little bit of a surprise when I go to craft with it. So, I can't wait to dive in and craft with these, when I do that, I'll add those videos to my Not Too Shabby playlist so that you can see all of my videos featuring Not Too Shabby products. This is a gorgeous paper pad. I love the purples. I love the teals, right up my alley. And these papers I find are just gorgeous. I especially love like a good monochromatic print like this because I feel they're really great to mix in with patterns that maybe have more color to them, that have more graphical elements to them. When I'm looking to pick pattern papers for, say, a sketch or to have on a single card, I do like to pick some 2 or 3 patterns that complement each other. So, if they're a little bit too close, like these might be a little bit too close because the graphics are about the same size. And so when you look at it, it might be a little bit harder to have your eye go from, one to the other. Whereas these, they're so different. So if your eyes are really drawn to solid blocks of color, you might look at this one first. But if your eyes are more drawn to like brighter, more open space, then maybe you'll go here first and then you'll go there second. So I think that way you can really draw somebody's attention into certain areas of your project. And so these, we're starting to repeat already. So here's a lovely, lovely print. And a lot of these, the other reason why I love them is because the pattern is so subtle that you could actually just replace a solid color cardstock with one of these instead. And you would still have the effect of a really nice solid, but still have some visual interest without it being too detracting from the rest of what's going on with your card or your project. I think this is the only one that's like a true solid. The rest, while they may look very subtle on camera, like this one, it's actually kind of got like a speckle effect to it. Really, really lovely. So that is our Serene Escape. Then, as per usual, with the box of the month, you're going to also get 3 4x6 stamp sets. And this first one here is Be Grateful. So as you can see, it's got some really lovely bee-themed images, perfect for your tea and honey paper pad. It's got these stacked teacups, again, great for tea and honey. And there are some really lovely kind of punny sentiments. So pause and be present, be beautiful inside and out, be calm and carry on. You're the honey to my tea. Take time to smell the flowers, be kind, be joyful. The one-line sentiments can fit right inside there. So this is a single stamp. So there is like photopolymer, here. But what you would do is you would stamp this first and then stamp your sentiment in that space. And that's that's a nice space that you can fit. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of different sentiments that you can fit within there. So it doesn't necessarily have to just be from this stamp set. And I think this would be really great, perhaps stamped on the back of your card, and maybe you like sign it to show that, like a little bit of a badge or a nameplate, just to show that it's a handmade card. So I think that would be really lovely. Then we've got this one is Tranquil Paws. Paws as in the paws of a kitty cat. And this cat, there was a similar cat in one of these patterns. And of course this one has, this is a little bit of a crossover one because it's got some lavender images. It's got a teapot, so tea and honey, as well as a bee. So I think that's really great. There's even a buzzing by to say hi, so that goes with the bee. Relax and unwind, sending a little slice of calm your way. Oh, I love that. And then lavender dreams. So in this stamp set, you have a little bit of both. You could use both of the paper pads with it. And I'm willing to bet that some of these one-line sentiments would fit within that. This is almost like a placard kind of design. So that's our second stamp. Then the third is Lavender Skies. And of course, this is all about the lavender. So you've got this really lovely spray here. There's this nice half wreath, which is great because it kind of frames. You could just put a sentiment just like how you see it here. Or you could maybe get some of the die cut ephemera and create a little bit of a collage there. And then you've got some really lovely sentiments as well. In a world of chaos, let lavender be your serene escape. So very aptly named paper pad to go along with that. Thank you, sending love and strength, lavender skies and peaceful vibes, and hello. So really, really lovely. And so you can see how well curated this subscription box is. You've got between the 3 stamp sets, you can use multiples of these with each of the pattern papers. And so I really love that, especially since there's a lot of crossover between them. There's florals in all of them. There's some bee and some tea themed elements in a couple of them. So really, really fabulous. So I do believe that at the time that I am filming this anyhow, we got notice from Jamie that the May subscription boxes might be sold out. So what you'll want to do is, if you are interested in picking up the May box, which is what you see here, then add your name or add your email to the waiting list, because there's always the chance that some folks might cancel their subscription, or Jamie might find some leftover stock. And so what she will do is fill any openings with the waitlist on a first come first serve basis. So if you are interested, I'll leave a link to that waiting list in the description box below, and that way you can pop your name in there if you're not already a subscriber to the May box. I'm not sure the status of the junior box, but normally there's a junior box option, which is just a subset of what you see here. So usually it's one of the 2 paper pads with its coordinating ephemera and 2 of the stamp sets. And that's so that you can have some different options and different price points to shop. And of course, the Stamp of the Month and the Paper Pad Club subscriptions are also open and available too. Speaking of the Paper Pad Club, if you are interested in these papers specifically, I believe you can pick them up outside of the subscription box, and there's plenty of inventory of both. So if you only want the paper pads and the ephemera, that's an option that you can kind of buy them a la carte. And if you already get the subscription box, but you love these papers and you want to add an extra paper pad or 2, you could definitely do that. And normally, there are coordinating dies to go with the stamps, but those are add-on purchases that you would pick up separately, and so you can look for that. I don't know if they're going to be available right away or if they come later, but normally that's an additional purchase, because not everybody needs the dies. Some folks love using their scan and cut. Some folks love to fussy cut, so that's why they're not automatically included in the box itself. So I'll leave links to everything in the description box below in case you want to check any of that out. Thank you so much for joining me today. When I craft with this kit, I will add those videos to my Not Too Shabby playlist, which I will link to at the end of this video. Thanks again, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye!